Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be looking at a budget-friendly gaming laptop that can play modern games. Now at the time I bought this laptop I paid $150 for a used unit. I came across this laptop when I was looking for a cheap laptop that I can play some non-GPU CPU demanding games at medium settings, such as Skyrim on the go. The specific laptop we will be looking at today is the Samsung 600B. The Samsung 600B specs are a i5-2520M clocked at 2.5 GHz, 6 GB of RAM, 160 GB hard drive, and an NVIDIA NVS 4200 1 GB video card, and with a 15.6 screen at a 16 by 900 resolution. This laptop was released on September 2011 at a price of $1,100. The laptop was aimed at productivity use, but since it had an okay mobile graphics card, I wanted to see how well it played games. Today we'll be testing out to see if this laptop can play modern titles. We will be recording with a camera so we don't ruin the benchmarks. We also did this so you guys can get a better idea of what this laptop is capable of. So now let's get into the benchmarks. The first game we are testing is Rocket League. At low settings at 720p we were averaging 40 frames per second. Now the frames per second did fluctuate depending on what arena you played in, but most arenas that we tested out, the frames never dipped below 30. Rocket League is very playable and I had no troubles playing on this laptop. Now let's move on to our second title. Our second title is Skyrim. On a mix of medium and high settings, at 720p, we were averaging a playable 45 frames per second and dipping to the low 30s in some areas. During heavy combat, the FPS dropped to a low 28, but it was still playable despite that limitation. Now this is without any performance mods, and if you choose to, you can install them, but the game runs fine as is. Now moving on to our third title is a more CPU intensive game, Minecraft. With Optifine, we had it locked at 60 frames per second, falling to the low 50s on some more demanding areas. Not the best CPU for Minecraft, but it gets the job done. On a side note, the processor did very well during explosions. Now on to our last game, we have a more demanding title, GTA 5. I was very surprised that this game ran pretty well on this laptop. At a resolution of 780p, GTA 5 maintained an average of 30 frames per second, with frames dropping down to 25 on very busy areas. But other than that, it ran very well. I don't know about you guys, but this laptop did an amazing job. For what I paid for and how old it is, I was very surprised it ran most of these games at these frame rates. GTA 5 surprised me the most. The laptop did an amazing job keeping up with this game. I do recommend this for anybody looking for a mobile gaming station that's on a tight budget. Another thing you need to keep in mind is the battery power isn't as great as other laptops. And that's due to the fact that this has a dedicated video card, so you might want to invest in a spare battery if you plan on taking this on long trips. Also, you need to make sure the laptop you're buying has the NVS 4200 and not the Intel HD graphics. The Intel HD graphics won't run the games as good as the dedicated NVIDIA graphics card, obviously. Now if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.